Have you ever dreamed of starting your own street food business right here in Texas? Seeing a line of people waiting to try something you created? Well, that dream is a whole lot closer than you might think. We're about to walk you through the complete official roadmap to take that idea from a vision to a reality. Look, starting a business can feel like a huge, tangled mess. So we've broken the entire official process down into a super clear 10-step journey. And to make it even easier, we've organized it into 3 simple phases. First up is the blueprint. That's where you'll lay all your legal groundwork. Then we move to the framework, where you actually build your operation. And finally, the final inspection, which is all about getting you ready to launch.
But first things first, before you even file a single piece of paper, let's meet your regulators. You've got to understand who you'll be working with on this journey. Think of them as the gatekeepers. Knowing who they are is the key to a smooth process.
So this here maps out every single agency you're going to run into. Now you've got the big state and federal players like the DSHS and the IRS, and yeah, they set the high-level rules for food safety and taxes, but here's the real takeaway. Most of your time will be spent dealing with local folks, your city's health department, the planning division, and the fire marshal. Those are the people you'll be talking to directly to get your permits and pass your inspections.
All right, let's get into it. We're officially starting with Phase 1, the blueprint. These first 3 steps are all about getting your business set up on paper, making it real and legal before you even start thinking about the cart itself.
Step 1 is all about making it official. You have to establish a legal business entity. You basically have 2 main choices here. You can go with an LLC, which you register with the state for about $300, or a simpler DBA, that just means doing business as, which you file with your county for around $25. This is the step that turns your idea into a real legal operation.
So what's next? Time to get your tax numbers sorted out. Step 2 is about getting 2 really important things: a Federal Employer Identification Number, or EIN, from the IRS, and a state sales tax permit from the Texas Comptroller. The EIN is for your federal taxes, and that permit lets you legally charge and collect sales tax. And you know what the best part is? Applying for both of them is totally free. Now for a really crucial step for any food business: getting your food safety certifications. In Texas, this is non-negotiable. Every single person who works for you needs a food handler certificate. It's a pretty easy 2-hour online course. But you, as the owner or manager, you've got to get the more serious food manager certification. That involves a full-day exam. It's all about making sure you're operating legally and, more importantly, safely.
And just like that, the blueprint is done. Your legal foundation is set. So let's move on to Phase 2, the framework. Now that all the paperwork is in place, these next 3 steps are all about building the actual physical side of your business.
Okay, this next point is absolutely critical. Your pushcart cannot operate on its own. Step 4 is securing a commissary agreement. The law is very clear, and as it says right here, you are required by law to use a licensed commercial kitchen. This is where you'll do all your daily prep, your cleaning, get fresh water, dump your wastewater, and store your food. Let me be perfectly clear, you absolutely cannot do any of this from your home.
The next step is a big one. It's time to apply for the mobile food unit permit. This is the main license you'll get from your local health department that actually allows you to operate. And they're going to want to see everything: the application itself, your signed commissary letter, your full menu, detailed diagrams and pictures of your cart, even a description of your water systems. It's a really thorough process, so expect it to take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. So even while your health permit is in the works, there's probably one more license you're going to need. Step 6 is getting your local business license. Now, this is a common point of confusion. This is separate from your food permit. It's a general license from the city or county that just says, yep, you're allowed to do business here. It's another important layer and make sure you're 100% legal.
You did it. You built the foundation and the framework. Now we're heading into the home stretch. Phase 3, the final inspection. These are the last 4 steps standing between you and your very first customer. This is all about getting ready for launch day.
First up, in this final phase, you've got to secure your location permits. You can't just set up your cart anywhere you feel like it. This permit comes from the city planning department, and it makes sure your spot is properly zoned, that it's safe for pedestrians, and that you're not messing up traffic. You'll need to give them things like your cart's dimensions and a map of exactly where you plan to be.
Next up is all about safety. Step 8 is passing the fire department inspection, and this is mandatory. No exceptions if your cart uses any kind of heating equipment. We're talking propane, gas stoves, even a generator. The city fire marshal is going to come out and inspect your whole setup, checking for a serviced fire extinguisher and making sure all your equipment is placed correctly.
Okay, let's talk about protection. Step 9 is buying business insurance. This isn't just a good idea, it's a requirement. It protects you, it protects your gear, and it protects the public. In fact, most cities won't even give you your other permits until you have it. And be ready for this? You'll almost certainly need to get a policy with a minimum of $1 million in general liability coverage.
And here we are. This is the moment you've been working for. Step 10, the final health inspection. This is the big on-site visit where a health official comes to your cart and verifies that everything, your equipment, your procedures, the whole shebang, meets every single Texas food safety standard. You'll need to have your permit application, your commissary contract, and your food manager certificate all ready to go. You pass this, and you get that final green light. You can officially open for business.
So, you've made it through all 10 steps. Before you launch, let's just quickly pull together the practical stuff. Think of this as your launch pad, a clear look at the costs and the super important rules you're going to have to live by every single day.
Here's a quick look at the estimated first-year costs. And remember, this is just for the paperwork and fees. It doesn't even include the price of the cart itself. As you can see, the really big ticket items are usually your commissary rent, that main food permit, and your insurance. All told, you should probably budget somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $3,000 just to get fully licensed and operational.
And finally, let's go over the key rules for operation. These are the things you can't forget. On the do side, you absolutely must return to your commissary every single day for cleaning and storage. Your cart has to have its own dedicated sink just for hand washing. And on the don't side, and I can't stress this enough, do not, under any circumstances, prepare or supply food from a private home kitchen. It is strictly 100% prohibited.
And there you have it, a complete 10-step roadmap to take you from dream to launch day. Every piece of the puzzle is right here in front of you. So, I guess the only question left to ask is, what's on your menu?